It has been tough times for a section of Kenyans who have had to endure the after effects of the ongoing rains pounding parts of the country, and the forecast remains grim, with a report by IGAD indicating that the regional impact of El-nino is likely to persist into 2016. The IGAD Climate Prediction and Application Center predicts continued dry conditions in Sudan, South Sudan, most part of Ethiopia, Eritrea, northern Somalia and Djibouti.
We have had too much water in one part of the region. We've had too little water in other parts of the region, and one part of our region which had little water is now suffering from acute drought situation, and the other part has experienced a heavy rainfall. On the other part where we have a drought situation, definitely you all understand the effects of little amounts of water. The surface water, the ponding surface water is exhausted in most of the places. The vegetation cover is very poor. Browse and vegetation availability is very poor, and therefore farmers have problems trying to keep their livestock. The livestock body conditions is definitely very poor.
An increased chance of enhanced rains with a high risk of flooding is expected in parts of Uganda, Kenya, southern Ethiopia, Rwanda, Burundi and Tanzania.
We have to keep in mind also our forecast predicts, and I hope that you have this brochure, that the drought in the north sector will continue till the next rainy season, while the rains will subside in half of Kenya, but we'll have above average rainfall in southern west and western Kenya, and Uganda, Tanzania, especially around the Great Lakes area.
Nearly 100 people have died as a result of flood-related incidents in Kenya, while over 300,000 others have been rendered homeless in Kenya, Ethiopia, Somalia and Uganda as the effects of the ongoing El-nino rains continue to take their toll.
Excessive rains in Somalia, Kenya and Uganda and Ethiopia have increased the risk of flooding. Nearly 100 people have been killed this year in Kenya as a result of flooding. Around 2 million people remain at risk, but as Dr. Gillade has already mentioned, that's a lower figure than we were predicting in September, as the rains have not come at the scale to impact the worst case. Of that 2 million at risk, around 300,000 are currently displaced, 70,000 in Kenya, 60,000 in Somalia, and the rest dispersed throughout the rest of the region.
Overall, the number of people in need of urgent humanitarian assistance has increased by 64%. While respective national governments are responding to El-nino-related needs, significant resource gaps have been reported with Intergovernmental Authority on Development Climate Prediction and Application Center, calling on member states affected to pump in more resources to mitigate against the adverse effects of El-nino rains. Brenda Kiprono reporting for Channel 1 News Hour.